blanked out just now. Just
I definitely don't want to take over your space, but I got some things I want to say.
Nah, I already know.
I spoke this morning, but I really think that it's way easier to cling the negativity than positivity.
Way easier.
I think we all troll a lot on Twitter. I think we all victims of it. But I think also, I think we all got to question, what are we really here for? What are we around the culture for? What are we a part of it for as a fan, as a rapper, as bloggers? Like, what are we here for? If you're a blogger, are you here to just make your little funky ass $2,000 every month with your YouTube check? And if you're a battle rapper, are you actually really trying to, become a respectable battler in the culture? And if you're a fan, are you really here just to hear bars? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody needs to question themselves why they here. Speaking as your friend, I know how much you went through when you lost your daughter, and I know how much it affected you mentally and as a person, as a father, as a friend. It affected you for a while, and a lot of the fans haven't been privy to know what you went through that process. And once you started to get back to yourself a little bit, I think people just assume that, that's not something you're still grieving, or like that's not something that you still deal with day to day. And I know that not to be true.
Right.
And I also know that, we all say things that, could come off as disrespectful, or we all debate and argue all the time. But I just feel like there's certain lines that should never be crossed. If you have a backbone, if you have a sense of integrity, if you just have a heart. And for me, as a coach, I feel like, and I don't mean to make this about battle rap, because it's fucking bigger than battle rap, but we all know each other through battle rap. I wouldn't know who Bun is or Three Letter Man if I didn't battle. But I do know them, and we've established relationships with people through being in this culture. And we always we're battling. Our job is to talk bad about each other. That's all we do around this bitch 24/7 is talk shit about each other. But I feel like as a culture, we got to be able to come together at certain times and be like, no, that's too much. We got to protect our own, and we got to have a line. And if we don't, then what are we really clinging to? What is this? Like, you know what I mean? Who can be proud to be part of something that has no integrity attached to it? As a fan, as a blogger, as a rapper, you see shit like that, and you immediately should put that in the things to not fuck with. Now, Caps, I don't really give a fuck about YouTube channels and views and all that shit. That shit it really means nothing at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I really feel like as a culture, this is one of those times we need to come together and say, nah, we're not standing for that. It's not about fake outrage, or it's literally about a brotherhood, a sisterhood, and a sense of pride in what we got here. And that's not what battle rap is about. That's not what none of us about. Most of us are parents, and most of us have kids, and most of us haven't endured the pain you had to go through when you had that happen to your family. Bill, I love you to death, bro. You my brother, and I'm really here to just say I got your back and whatever. You know what I mean? And that's basically all I wanted to say.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. I love you too, bro. You already know, like, that shit, like, it's not an easy situation to deal with. It's something I think about every day. It's something that's on my shoulders every day. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start from the beginning, man. We here. So for those that don't know what's going on or how things like escalated to where they escalated to yesterday, yes, there's a Twitter page. I don't know the name of it. I don't remember the name of this guy. I know I got him blocked, but when you block somebody and they comment on something that's pertaining to you, you can still see their comments if you click. Like, it'll show like limited or whatever. You can still view that. So I view it and I see that it's this page that I blocked that for about a year and a half now. If you go look at the page and look at all their tweets, it's been like completely disrespecting me, my daughter, my wife. It's like crazy. The thing I know about the page is the page originated when I went through it with Harlem Legend on Angryfan's platform. So when I went through it with Harlem Legend, and shout out to Harlem Legend, by the way. I'm gonna get into that. But when I went through it, somebody get him in here too if y'all can. When I went through it with Harlem Legend, and I said, yo, I know your real name and you live in these projects here. I didn't say specific address. I didn't give niggas directions to this nigga's front door. I'm not that type of nigga. But I say, yo, I know that you live in these projects here. I know that this is your name. Angryfan gets so infuriated. Mind you, Harlem Legend's not this infuriated. Me and Harlem Legend did our research on each other. I found out about his work. He found out about my work. We kept it at that. You understand what I'm saying? We talk like grown men. We move forward. You feel me? Same with Qua. We shook hands. I seen Qua in person. We talk like grown men. We shook hands. We move forward. But Angryfan gets on his platform and apparently he's so much infuriated by the situation that he goes, well, what if somebody, mentioned your situation and said they don't feel bad about yesterday? He went directly to my daughter, which is strange because the two don't even add the fuck up. It's not even a comparison. No matter how much y'all try to say, well, Bill, you did this and all that. Bro, if I said this was Harlem Legend doing this, then cool. If Harlem Legend felt intrigued enough to do that, cool. This is a nigga that's on the sideline of the situation, nothing to fucking do with me or Harlem Legend, mentioning my daughter. It was weird. No matter how y'all try to spin it, oh, he was just using as an example. That's a fucked ass example. And then people taking when I spoke to him on Easy's live as if we shook hands and made up. No, I said on the live, that's a fucked ass example. Ain't nothing thorough about that. So, with that being said, that page peaked. Once that page peaked, I noticed that page always comes around when I go through it with Angryfan. For those of you that don't know, a few days ago, I just fried this nigga on Black Compass Media. He's talking about he's managing niggas and all that. I found it funny. I said something. Somebody said something slick to me in the comments. I cammed up because I'm like that. I could just simply ask for a link. There's nobody that running a StreamYard. If I ask for a link, they're not going to send it. There's nobody in Battle Rap. I don't care how y'all look at me, feel about me, whatever, nigga. I'm bill collector. One of the first viral niggas here. One of the first to do a lot of shit. I'm like Soulja Boy without the cocaine up my nose. It's not a live or a StreamYard that's being ran that I can't say, yo, send me that link, and they're not going to let me cam up. I cam up. I talk my shit. Angryfan cams up. He tries to talk some shit. You can't stand toe-to-toe with me. I'm witty. This is my job. I fry him like I'm supposed to. What does he do? Oh, I got you. But you don't do shit. You get quiet. You jump on your burner page, and you start attacking my daughter and my family. You're commenting on mad people's posts. You commented on Raw's post. He blocked you. You're commenting on people's posts that have nothing to do with me about my daughter and me not being able to defend her and all this weird shit. What are you talking about?
That page commented on one of my tweets about your daughter. Remember I showed you?
Yup. I seen it comment on plenty of people's tweets because I can still see it if it's a tweet pertaining to something. And the motherfucker like tags my name like you're not blocked. How are you still tagging my name? And the page always surfaces when the Angryfan nigga pops up. So I don't know if y'all know what I'm into, but I'm into heavy computer, hacker, rundown shit. Like I'm a fucking nerd, bro. I took myself out the streets and put myself behind the computer, nigga. You dig what I'm saying? But that's one of my most proudest accomplishments. You feel me?
Hey, Bill, we gotta take a picture of your setup because I think when they hear you say that, they think you just be saying it.
See, it's incomplete right now because I'm upgrading.
You gotta take a picture of your setup.
I gotta take a picture of the setup. Just a quick little jaunt, man. Just so y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, hold on, let me see. That's one. Let me get over here. I got the TVs and shit.
You ever see like the Indian people who be getting exposed and like the scam call centers? That's how Bill shit look.
Yeah, see, I don't got all my monitors and shit up right now. I got a lot of my shit down because I'm upgrading, but my shit is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I sit here and do. This is what I get into. So I say, hashtag ALSEC. Y'all can see the hashtag in my bio. Click that hashtag and see what we into. You feel me? I don't got a lot of y'all. We into that. I check IP address. Wham. I match IP address with main cuz IP address. It's the same IP address. Now, what somebody said that made a lot of sense and it's completely true, you can manipulate and alter IP addresses. You can fuck with them joints. You can change them joints and all that. The only reason I felt as though, boom, I'm on point like a motherfucker here, they both was smacking from Connecticut, bro. Same spot. His shit smacks from Connecticut. That shit was smacking from Connecticut. Same area. It don't give you the exact location. It don't give you a nigga's front fucking door. It gives you an area, a general area to work with. I'm not the cops. I don't got the full scan on, lock in on you, John. I ain't that smart yet. But I know how to locate where that shit is coming from. The pinpoint is Connecticut. Both of them. Same IPs. Fuck you want me to do with that? And you're popping out every time I get into it with main cuz. Then, to add the icing to the cake, you don't get on your live and say, nah, that wasn't me. Bill's lying. Because usually when I'm wrong about something, because I be wrong about shit, but people usually like to call me a liar instead of just saying I'm wrong. They say, Bill, you're a liar. Bill's a liar. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Raw? When I'm wrong about some shit, niggas usually just call me a liar instead of saying I'm wrong. Oh, you're a liar. You could have jumped on there and said I was lying. You know what you did? You jumped on there and you said every... Nah, can you hear me? Hold on, can y'all hear me? What the fuck just happened? Y'all can't hear me? What the fuck? Y'all can hear me now? Froze left and try to come back. All right. I don't know what the last thing y'all heard was, but I'm gonna take it back. Like, so when you running down on somebody's IP address, you can't pinpoint. The way that I do this shit, I'm not a cop. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a cop. I'm not super duper smart. But I do know that I know how to pinpoint an IP address to a location, a general area. Both those locations came back Connecticut. That's where his shit pinged from. That's where that troll page pinged from. You understand what I'm saying? Boom. From there, I go back, I look at the page dates. I look at all the dates that this page be going super heavy at me. It's every time I go through it with main cuz. I sat there and did thorough research about this before I said anything. You feel me? I thoroughly just sat back and figured this shit out. So usually, like I was saying before y'all could hear me, when I'm wrong about something, people like to say I'm a liar. They like to say, oh, Bill, you're a liar. Bill lying. Instead of just saying Bill wrong, because I be wrong about shit, but people will say Bill's a liar. They like to call me a liar. Main cuz don't jump on his channel and say I'm a liar. He jumps on his channel and doubles down on everything the page was saying. Why? What? You're doing nothing but proving my point, cuz. You're crashing all the way out. You're calling my wife Puerto Rican. She's American in the motherfucker. She is a hoe in Philly, this, that, and the third. My wife ain't never even ran around Philly, cuz. You don't even know where she's from. You got misinformation, and I know where you're getting it from. It's nasty.
She's not even from the city.
She's not even from the city at all. Never had a run down the city, good brother. Learn, like, you listening to people that's in your ear that are nothing. You're listening to roaches. I know the roaches you're listening to because I'm listening to the shit you're saying. It's nasty work. I've seen that same roach say the same shit online and it got ignored because you're just talking, trying to gain my attention, trying to get content, trying to get views. You're a drunk. You're an alcoholic, Caps. You're an alcoholic that you dress like a wino. You wear wino t-shirts. You wear multicolored t-shirts, bro. And you sit around drinking and you crash out on your live and you want niggas to stoop to that. I'm not playing this internet game with you, bro. You feel safe behind your Wi-Fi. You don't go anywhere. And I understand why you don't go anywhere. As soon as you came outside, it got dark for you.
And real quick, Bill, not to cut you off. Yeah. And if we want to clean shit up like that and battle rap, because I know it's a market for it. Some people are actually sick and they enjoy that type of stuff. But I know it's more of us that are parents that can at least put our feet in Bill's shoes and feel like, damn, how would we feel if we was violated in that way? I think that if you can go on Angryfan YouTube page and look at the Bill Collector video and slide right down under the bio, hit report on that shit. Report that fucking video. We don't need stuff like that around.
Because they sure enough reported my page, because my page got a strike out of nowhere.
And here's the thing. It's okay. He got a backup page, and he's just going to go on that page. But I think the more we come together as a culture and get that shit out of here, it'll be more money, it'll be more fun, and it'll be more of a respected art than it could be, man. If you go on YouTube and you see that fucking Bill Collector video he put up, go under there and report that shit. That shit not cool, it's not right, and we don't need that shit around.
Yeah, that shit is bad money, man. It's nasty work, and as a man, a father, a husband, you feel me? I do have the thoughts and the urges to lash out and wild out and do all of that type of shit, but same time, man, I've been working on emotional intelligence, man, and I got a lot going. Once I be sitting back and realizing the people that be trying to disrespect me or crash out and try to take me off my square, I sit back and realize what they got going in comparison to what I got going. It don't weigh out, man. And people be trying to really knock you off your square because of what you got going. I'm directing a movie right now. You dig what I'm saying? I just locked in 2 TV shows. I got a meeting with Netflix next Thursday. You dig what I'm saying? In-person meeting with Netflix. They're excited. You feel me? They call. Hey, we read this, so this is crazy. How did y'all even get the paperwork? We're not even going to get into that. But I got a lot going, and this is a nigga that blogs from a garage angrily and goes out his way to put people down and verbally harm people. It's bad work. It's nasty business, and I can't stoop to that. I can't. A couple years ago, I'd have been on here wilding. We all know it. I'd have been on here wilding. I'd have been putting on a show. Probably what a lot of people tuned in for. But it's not that. Because I feel bad for homie, bro. You have nothing. You have no children. You have no lady. You have no life, bro. You don't own anything. You don't own your home. You're not even allowed to blog inside your home. You got to go in the garage. You have to smoke and drink in the garage. You don't have any freedom as a grown man, as an adult, because you're not a grown man. You're not carrying it or moving like an adult. You don't live like an adult. You probably got roommates, all types of shit. And it's sad. I got to sit back and not get angry at that type of shit. I got to feel bad for that type of shit. You're living a life of poverty. You're doing everything you can. You're handicapped. You come outside, you're getting attacked by senior citizens. You can't move around. You're wearing fucking polo shirts with no T-shirts underneath. You're down bad. And I understand you see a nigga like me talking heavy and flexing and bragging about my accomplishments and the shit I got going on, and it might upset you. It might hurt your heart. You dig what I'm saying? But to go out your way to violate my family and my deceased daughter, like, it's not a good look, Chief. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it and make it seem like, oh, all parties is responsible and all that weird shit that y'all been saying, because I see a lot of excuses for his behavior. Nasty. Like I see a lot of people like, oh, but build it. Bro, I ain't do nothing to warrant my wife and my deceased daughter being disrespected. And if you go to, you drop Harlem Legend address, so why Harlem Legend not the one doing the disrespect?
Harlem Legend is the same one when he said it live. Like, what if he violated your daughter?
Harlem Legend was like, what?
Harlem Legend, like, because I keep seeing y'all trying to do that. He dropped Harlem Legend address. First of all, no, he didn't. No, Number two, when he said that, right? When Cap said that on the live, what if he violated your daughter? Harlem was like, oh, Caps, we ain't doing that. And Harlem was the one who had the issue with Bill. So bare minimum, even if Harlem wasn't fucking with Bill or him and Bill had an issue, Harlem knew it was a line, right? Harlem knew it was a line. Caps don't know it's a line. And I can't say I would respect it more if he came to events because it's still disgusting. But at least I can understand, like, well, damn it, at least he'd stand on it. When you know you don't have to answer to the things you say, and you saying, like, I don't have no personal problem with Caps, but that shit it's cowardly. It's cowardly because, you know, you're saying things knowing you don't have to answer for them, and there's no repercussions behind it. That's probably why y'all like, you might be, Froze, I'm not going to report this. No, go report that shit. Because that's the only way you can get to somebody.
The only way you can attack a nigga like that.
The only way you can get to somebody like that is to take away his voice, right? Caps has been here for a while. He has been here for a long time. He has been a part of battle rap for a long time. But none of that justifies his behavior or his actions in this situation. And the only way you can get at people like that who won't come outside, who won't answer to the things that they do, you got to take their voice away. And I really feel like there should be no coming back from this. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be at all.
And we don't come together as a culture much. Like, you know what I mean? We don't come together. Bill, you got me tight. I'm ready to hop out of this light and beat boy the fuck up. You just cut me off. But, yeah, that's how we come together as a culture, y'all. Is make sure we protect ours. I mean, and that's a small gesture you can do. Get that shit off the internet so we ain't got to fucking see that shit.
Yeah, that shit nasty work, man. I see a lot of people saying that. Thank you. I see a lot of people saying that they're not going on Main Cuz platform no more and all that. And we're gonna see how well people stand on that. You feel me? Like I don't see why people really go on his platform anyway, because what does it bring? You go on his platform and he has you arguing with somebody or going through it with somebody, or now it's on site with a nigga. Like, every time I tune into his platform, it's some bullshit.
Well, you know what though? To answer that, Bill, one thing I can say is, and I'm not saying all, but I see a lot of the mid-tier rappers go on this platform, and I understand it, because when you in the low mid-tier, you know that FaceTime is important for you. You know what I mean? He started a live up, got 600 people on there. You figure, I could go in there and talk my shit. You know what I mean? And which is all cool when it's going right. But you don't never see none of the top tiers on his show. You don't see like the big battle rappers on his show. So it's really none of the star, and most of the star battle rappers are the ones speaking out for you, the ones who already don't go on his show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I've been on his show multiple times. I won't be back, and I don't have a personal problem with Angryfan. I just don't fuck with him because of what he did and how he carried it. But you know, that's why I think people go on the show. It'd be a lot of the low mid tiers just trying to get some FaceTime, and I don't blame them. You know, they need the FaceTime. I get it, but all promo ain't good promo. And,
it's not.
You know, for me, if I see you up there, like from this day forward, I'm feeling like you condoning what he did. I'm feeling like you standing on what he did. And I won't fuck with you, respectfully. I won't fuck with you. If I see you on his platform, I ain't gonna say nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing personal. But if you on his platform as a battler, media member, or anything, you were standing on what he did. And in my opinion, you know, I don't fuck with you if I see you up there. And that don't have to mean nothing to nobody. I promise you, I'm not saying that like, you know, my fucking word is law. But speaking for myself, like, if you fucking with that, you standing on that, and you know, whatever comes with it, comes with it, for real.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a major fact. I've been paying attention too. I see who's supporting that shit and who not supporting that shit. I'm paying attention to everybody supporting, endorsing, and the people reporting.
You know, what the fuck did your wife say to him for him to be able to do that?
Nothing. My wife never even met this nigga, son.
Let's even take the child away from it. Like, what the fuck did your wife do? You understand what I'm saying? She's also a grieving mother. Like, you have no shame, bro. No shame.
Niggas weird as shit, bro. My wife never even met you, cuz. You never even seen my wife, cuz. Maybe on a blog or something. Talking about she's Puerto Rican. You fucking dummy.
No fucking shame, man. No shame at all. And that shit says a lot about an individual, for real.
This shit is nasty work, man.
As a blogger, we just had Mad 60 event of the year. Wasn't it beautiful, y'all? Didn't y'all have a great time? I know I had the fucking time of my life. As a blogger, there's so much more to talk about. Go recap motherfucking Real Deal Mike P. Why don't you talk about T-Rocks and passwords? You know what I'm saying? There's so much to you rock and Big K. There's so much as a blogger you can blog about right now. And that's the blog that he chose to put out.
Shit, me and Coach Corleone just dropped.
You ain't the fuck lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll tell you what, I almost called children and youth on you. You beat that boy ass. I can't hold you. That shit was bad.
I told him it was going to happen. He didn't want to listen to me. If anybody want to speak, y'all can send y'all requests. You feel me? Yeah, y'all can send y'all requests. I seen a couple of requests of niggas I never seen before. You not getting up there. You might get up here and say some bullshit.
Yeah, right. I'll pull a polo on you. Stop that cat. Hit that cash app. You wasn't
real rap. Real rap. Shout out my nigga Coach, man. He just shut me the